The Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife is a teaching hospital and visitor center dedicated to saving wildlife through state-of-the-art veterinary care, research, education, and collaboration. Every year, our hospital treats more than 3,500 animals a year from all over Lee County, Florida, and it's the job of our medical staff to make sure that they have the care needed to make a full recovery and eventual release back into the wild. After analyzing patient statistics, though, over the past couple of years, we have noticed that 9 times out of 10, the reason why animals are admitted to this facility is due to direct human contact, such as vehicle-related trauma, monofilament line and hook entanglement, and abduction. So to effectively carry out our mission, we must change the way people view their relationships with wildlife on a social and environmental level. And the best way for us to do this is to offer outreach and in-house educational programming that promotes awareness about healthy relationships with your local and native wildlife.
Education is one of the first steps in ensuring that the community has positive interactions with wildlife.
Our group's goal is to aid the Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife with their mission in the education of adults and children to ensue their peaceful coexistence with their wild neighbors. We participated in community outreach events to expose the public to crow.
At these types of events, people have the opportunity to meet some of crow's unreleasable patients.
While crow tries to be able to release all of their patients back into the wild, some have injuries so severe that they cannot survive on their own even after recovery. Therefore, these animals are used for education.
Our group, working alongside Crow, has had the privilege to be educated on what these animals are and what they do for our environment.
Much of the public has not had the opportunity to learn and understand about their impact on the wildlife. By educating people of all ages, we shared our privilege and expanded the knowledge on the risks these animals face and what to do if they come across injured wildlife. For example, very few people knew that the possum we had with us was in fact a possum. Sneezy, Crow's resident possum, is now used as an educational tool because he cannot be released back into the wild due to being blind in one eye and having his tail amputated. The public took guesses about what he was, and we received answers ranging from weasel to anteater to aardvark. By educating the public on what harmless Sneezy was, we were able to ensure some safety for his wild relatives.
We hope the younger generation understand their role in our environment and everything that lives within it.
By piquing their interest with animals and an interactive display, we were able to introduce them to Crow and inform them of Crow's Education Center. We also shared the stories of the animals we had with us, allowing people to directly see and understand the consequences of human actions.
The main problem our group faced was the animals experienced sensory overload due to the loud sounds and extensive crowds. The best way we could remedy this problem was to allow the animals to return to their cages and calm down, or remove them completely and return them to the Crow facility.
Through this service learning project, I have learned that possums don't carry rabies, and in fact, it's more likely for you to get a disease from a household pet rather than a possum.
Even though I was already aware of the Crow organization before this project, I didn't realize just how much time and effort each individual put into helping the wildlife in our community.
I learned that in my career, I actually wouldn't mind interacting with people. I always thought I wanted to work behind the scenes with the animals, but I actually enjoyed the community outreach we did.
I learned that humans are not monsters, they're just uneducated. What impacted me is that I'm hoping to get an internship with Crow because of my experience that I've gotten through tabling with them.
I learned that all ages are influenced by the efforts of Crow.